this one annoyed the hell out of me. Wizards, oh my god, I just reading it is making me angry. Hello, everybody. Dark and Darker is getting a hotfix number 37. So let's get into it. Unlike the usual hotfixes, I've actually gone ahead and read this one over. So yeah. So hotfix number 37 is going to be concluded at around 5 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. A lot of bug fixes. Fix an issue where the left click, right click would sometimes be entered automatically. This was really prevalent with right click for a very long time. If you've played a caster, you would know. Fix an issue where revived player skills would display as the skills of the player who resurrected them. Okay, cool. Fix an issue where the rogue's stealth sound would be heard. Gotcha. Fixed an issue where the stealth status of rogues who were not party members could be, that's a huge bug. Yeah, okay. Well, that's good that they fixed that. Fixed warlock shadow touch, where the healing effect or whatever would be applied while throwing a torch. And this one's the big one. Fix an issue where players could be hit by melee attacks immediately after using Phantom Eyes. This drove me crazy. There were so many times, and I've seen it actually happen on stream live to other people, so I knew it wasn't just me. Actually, I thought it was more latency, but yeah, apparently they're fixing it, so good, because yeah, this is terrible. I've lost very expensive kits to stuff like this before. Fix an issue where all attributes for the chest and legs were always fixed to 2. So currently, if it rolled all attributes on a chest armor or a leg piece, it was always 2. I don't know if anyone ever caught that, but yeah, it was always 2. Now we're going to start seeing +1s as well. I'm just curious to see what this is going to do to the economy. For about 400 gold, you can basically get any chest or leg armor in blue rarity with a +2 all. So I wonder if it's going to actually go more expensive. We'll just have to wait and see. Fix a visual effect with ale. Fix an issue where rewards were set too low relative to the Goblin Caves 01 layout. This has been a bug for a very, very long time. I don't know why it took them this long to fix it. This is the OG map, first Goblin Cave we ever got. Yeah. Then the loot there was always terrible. So hopefully this is like really fixed. Fix an issue where a fixed escape was not, yeah, this is another one. Goblin Caves escapes, the static escapes, the blue staircases weren't on the minimap, so this is a good quality of life. Fix an issue where quest objective Prison A did not exist. Fix an issue where players could get caught in door frames. I actually have a really funny clip. Maybe I'll attach it right here.
Bye, have a beautiful time.
Oh my god, stop, bro, I'm stuck. Can you help me?
Oh, dude. That's so shitty, man. That's actually so shitty. Can you hear me, brother? Yo, can you... Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. Sorry, brother. Oh my god. Iron Mace, come on, dude. But you can still get stuck on the lifts inside of like Goblin Caves, for example. It's funny. Fix an issue where monsters were unable to properly track players. Yeah, this was a problem. And hopefully, I'm not sure. One thing that I really want to be addressed is how the mobs basically flip their aggro so easily in this game. It drives me crazy because if anybody has just even the slightest amount of movement speed, they can just kite mobs to another person, or they can just run away from the mobs and you can't chase them if they have mobs chasing them, which is like super counterintuitive. Like if somebody is running through a room where there's a ton of monsters, they should be punished, not rewarded for attracting those monsters. So I would like to see that be addressed, but I'm not convinced that the bug fix is going to do that. Fix an issue where items other than fighter weapons from the Squire supplies could not be set when fighter equipped weapon mastery and slaughterer. Okay, that's cool. That's good for a lot of the more casual players, especially. Fix an issue where Squire did not provide the Germundu by default. I don't know what this means. Fix an issue where Squires recognize poor and common ratings as targets for stash above all. Oh, the poor and common ratings of the items. When you press stash above all to get rid of any gear that you can't take into the normal lobbies, it would recognize the poor and commons and throw those out as well, or throw those into your inventory, your stash. Fix an issue where the Squire's base gear was not set properly when equipped with the longsword. Okay, just fixing some Squire stuff. This isn't a big deal. We can probably skip a lot of this. Fix an issue where no sound would occur when pressing the quest accept button. Yeah, it was like every other except. Fix an issue where multi-class was displayed as level 100 instead of level 30. So multi-class starts at level 30 confirmed. Now for the actual good stuff. Barbarian's reckless attack armor rating penalty changed from -200 to -85. This is a classic Iron Mace reversion. Rogue's strength, vigor, resourcefulness, a classic reversion again. Yeah. Rogue's strength, vigor, and resourcefulness has been changed from 6 to 9, 5 to 6, and 25 to 20. There's a problem here though. 6 to 9 is 3, 5 to 6 is 1, so that's +4, and this is -5. So the rogue is getting a -1 overall to their soccer stats, which just doesn't make sense. I'm not sure what's going on there. Ranger's backstep cooldown has been changed from 22 seconds to 14 seconds. That's the least of this ability's worries. Backstep needs a little bit of work. A lot more work than this. Wizard's overload. This one annoyed the hell out of me. My God, just reading it is making me angry. Wizard's spell overload memory capacity penalty has been changed from a whopping -60 to -70%. Yeah. A 12% increase. I don't think it's often that I criticize Iron Mace to the point where I say like childish things like, you know, they're stupid, they're dumb, but like, bro, this is stupid. This is just so dumb. Like, I don't, what is that supposed to do? Well, it doesn't do anything. Do they even play Wizard? Do they know what a wizard is? Like, this isn't why would you even waste the time to have somebody in the office like type this out in code? It's just such a waste of time. It doesn't do anything. Like, you could completely just take this -60% away, period, and it wouldn't change the majority of this spell. The biggest that it would do would, God forbid, give the base kit of a wizard a slight buff. Like, you know what I mean? The strength of this perk comes from it giving you twice as many spells for all your equipped spells. The drawback isn't really a drawback because it doesn't matter. Even after this, when you're playing wizard, you have like 45 knowledge. So you have way too much spell capacity to play around with. The whole idea is instead of running 10 spell, you can run 5 spells, get twice as many charges. So it's kind of like you are running 10 spell, just the same 5 spells. And then you can run a defensive perk for survivability to give you more overall viability. This is super, super out of touch. Okay, moving on. That's too much. Moving on. Cleric's overall healing ratio has been changed from 25% to 20%. So a nerf to Cleric healing. I don't know. I play Goblin Cave solos. I've always felt like Cleric's healing was kind of underwhelming, especially in the early game, but I've never ran a very like kitted Cleric before. So maybe in trios, this was needed. But yeah. Okay. They're touching my baby. Warlock's Torture Mastery health recovery has been changed from 1 to 2. So that's huge. But the attribute ratio bonus has been changed from 15 to 10. So the better way to think of this is the initial health recovery that you get from Torture Mastery has been doubled, which is a massive W, because you can't in its current state, And for a very long time, you're not able to just pick up Warlock and throw on Torture Mastery. You just die. Like, it's not allowed. You're not allowed to do that. You can't heal. You can't do anything with it. This finally will make it so that you can actually probably recover some HP if you use Curse of Pain and Power of Sacrifice. So, like, you might actually be able to kill the troll again as a Warlock in a base kit. So that's cool. But the drawback is they once again nerfed magic healing again by, I know this looks like 5%, it's 33%. It's going to make it so that Warlocks are way more fun to use and grind in the initial game. Because, oh my god, Warlocks are complete ass with a base kit. Like, it is terrible. If you just go watch my video, like, dude, they are rough. Warlock Spell Predation now absorbs all removable magical buffs from the target. Yep, nobody's going to use it though. If you use Spell Predation, you're always giving something way too necessary in exchange for it. What are you going to get rid of? Curse of Pain? Your only hit scan spell that applies dot damage? No. Your Hydra? No, because you literally need your Hydra to life drain or to cast Curse of Pain and Power of Sacrifice. Power of Sacrifice? No, because if you do, you're effectively cutting your magical healing in half at any given time. Flamewalker, your only zoning spell, the only way that you can actually keep an enemy off of you and punish them for, like, W keying you. Phantomize, the only oh shit button that you have available, and run 10 spell. There's no place for it currently. Moving on. Wow. I talk about this shit way too much. 20 minutes. We're at 20 minutes. The primary attribute on cloaks is now locked by rarity. I like this because there's nothing worse than pulling a legendary tattered cloak with 1 strength on it. It is like crazy disrespectful. And the way that I would want them to do this is blues are set to 3, purple is 4, legendary is 5, unique is 6. But I'm afraid they're going to make blues either 1 or 2 and then go up from there. That's what I'm afraid of. The amount of modifiers related to physical and magical reduction applied to each shield has been reduced. They were really up there. I think you could get like up to like plus 40 on like a heater. It was crazy. So, okay, that's fine. Damage for all longbows and recurs have been slightly increased. Another reversion. Damage for all daggers has been slightly increased. This is an incremental reversion. They nerfed the hell out of daggers back during that landmine meta, and daggers never fully really like recovered. So, but we have to be really careful because right now a very cheesy tactic is Warlock Blow of Corruption with a Chris dagger, and it's super cheesy. Yeah. We got to be careful about what we're doing with daggers. Change the equipping time of Francisca and throwing knives from 1 second to 1.75. This is a magnificent change because the longer it takes for this crap to like occur, the better. Because, physical damage and magical damage cap changed from 85% to 75%. I'm actually kind of lost on this one because I thought it was 75%, but apparently it was 85%. And that's way too high. When swinging a two-handed weapon, the movement speed reduction until the actual attack occurs has been reduced. This is great because like the Zweihanders, the double axes and stuff, they're just they feel so terrible when you start the swing. Even if you build a lot of decks, they just feel awkward. They don't feel right. So this is a good change. High Roller Adventure Rank Early Access Season number 2 begins at 0000 hours UTC, March 22nd. I don't know what time that is, but that's like soon. And honestly, I'm kind of not here for it. I honestly kind of wish that maybe they had pushed that towards the end of the month. Personally, I would have liked more time to just kind of get the metas and stuff in check, because we haven't even really seen a clear meta yet in terms of like what's going on. It's just too early in the wipe. Oh man, this is like right around the corner. My anxiety is like kicking up again. Existing preseason number 1 will be changed to early access season number 1 to prevent confusion. Yeah, because preseason number 1 made literally no sense. I hated that that's what they were calling it. I don't know why they just didn't call it season 1. So cool, season 1. I was number 4 warlock, season 1. Developer comments. Nothing important here, honestly. Yeah. Due to an issue starting the patch, oh my god, middle finger. Due to an issue starting the patch, maintenance has been extended for an hour, so 6 a.m. Pacific Standard. I'm not going to be awake for this. Okay. So, in summary, what's happening? A couple of pretty good bug fixes overall, quality of life stuff, just small things like that. Slight buffs to daggers and longbows and recurves. Cleric has been slightly nerfed to the healing rate again, the healing ratio. Some slight changes to warlock, especially in the early game. Yeah, season 2 leaderboard grinding is about to commence. It's like a day away, so get ready for that. Are you guys gonna be grinding it? I'm a little burnt out from the last one. I did too much of the grinding right at the end, and I haven't recovered from the burnout, even though it was like 3 weeks ago. I just have not recovered from it at all. So I don't know. I wonder how you guys feel about that. I do not know how I feel about it. But yeah, that's gonna do it for the video, you guys. If you guys made it this far, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.